from the beginning, because you have had a unique experience. So can you share with, I'll hit on some stuff as we go, but can you hit on how you ended up in your position initially, and then what the process has been for you, and then we'll talk through it. And I'm going to try not to.
Okay. In the process of 2001, 2002, over about an 8-month period, I got arsenic poisoned, and ended up getting real sick. And all the doctors ended up doing is just giving me a bunch of steroid shots and sent me home. Well, that didn't do too much to me, and it kept getting worse and worse. And then finally, in November 6th of 2007, I woke up 100% blind. 3 weeks later, went deaf, and then started losing weight like crazy. You could look at me every minute by minute and see me just shriveling up. I got put in the hospital and ended up with CML leukemia. And the doctors ended up saying that leukemia was caused by a high arsenic poisoning. And they started me on the harsh chemo, finished that, and then I was on daily, still I'm on daily doses morning and night of chemo pills. According to the doctors, blood work was getting better, but physically I was just getting worse and worse. I lost everything in Colorado and had to move back with my mom here in East Texas, where we have the 100-degree temperatures in the summer and 70–80% humidity a lot of days. I couldn't even walk outside for 2 minutes without getting sick. And I was just getting sicker and sicker physically, but the doctors say, "Oh, you're doing better and better." I was always hurting inside. Everybody says, "Oh, all you got to do is just fight." To the point where I was hurting so bad, I couldn't even fight. All I could do was just try to survive. And a friend that Mom had on the internet or trying to help make money with got me in touch with Clayton. And Clayton said, "Here, let me let you try this product and see if it'll make a difference or not." Of course, other people had sent me all kinds of stuff through the years before I had met Clayton. Big horse pills, drink gallons of this and that. It seemed to be a difference. And then Clayton sent me a few bottles of this little liquid and take just a couple drops a day, starting off. And I looked at my mom and says, "You got to be kidding. All this other stuff I've done, this is going to make a difference?" And then I started taking it, thinking, okay, I'll just, Clayton's been a nice helping me with this product. I'll ease him and go ahead and take it. Well, after a week being on it, I didn't notice anything, and then started the second week and moved up a little bit, and he had me start taking a high dosage of it. And then finally, all of a sudden, I started getting cramps like crazy and going to the bathroom every 45 minutes, and I could see my body cleaning out stuff. And then we were 4 months after I started this, I ended up we were going to go to a family reunion that at first we weren't going to go to, and then ended up where in that 4-month period I felt so much better on it that I could even go outside for about a half hour and pick up sticks and just do a little yard work. I couldn't even do 5 minutes ahead of time. And then that family reunion is coming up, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to work real hard to try to do enough cleanup, because every day I would get out there and do like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I didn't realize how long it had gotten. And then we had about a day and a half before the family reunion. I got outside in the early morning and said, okay, before the July heat hits, I'm going to get out there and do everything I can. I got to bed early the night before. I worked outside for almost 4 hours. Came inside, just thought I was going to die. But to me, I was happy just being able to do 4 hours worth. Mom fixed me dinner because I couldn't even eat, hardly fix anything. I was so tired. Took about an hour and a half nap. Got up, looked at my mom and said, "I feel like I'm good enough to go outside and work some more." And I haven't been able to do anything at this point in almost 10 years. So this product has really changed my life.
So it's a couple questions, because like you mentioned, and I'd love for you to touch on how you were arsenic poisoned. But
okay,
you're not wearing glasses, and you don't have anything in your ears to help you hear other than earbuds. So
earbuds.
Why is your vision better?
Cleaning out the detox, cleaning out. It's helping me. I still have to have them to read close up, but
you're not blind anymore. You were clinically.
I know. I was 100%. I was classified as clinically blind. Yes, I was. To be legally blind, you're at 2200, and my right eye, my left eye now I'm at 2070, and that's my left eye. My right eye, I'm still legally blind in my right eye, but my left eye I am not. And when I first came down to leukemia, after a few months, they did eye surgery on me just for the aesthetics, so I would not lose my eyeballs from what the leukemia caused. But they have gotten a lot better. And the reason why, go ahead.
No, keep going.
And Clayton said, wanted me to talk on what happened with the arsenic poisoning. I got married, and my ex ended up having a brain tumor. She went in and had surgery, and they took the brain tumor out, and she physically recovered, but mentally got crazier. And she decided she wanted to commit suicide, so she was going to poison me with arsenic, because she said I was too nice of a guy and she didn't want anybody else to have me, but she was going to commit suicide. So the course of about 8 months, that's how I got the arsenic poisoning.
And then one night she just mega dosed you, right? And that was the tipping point.
Right, and that's when I got real sick, and they realized what was going on. Ended up being an investigation, but since her parents were millionaires, they had the right lawyers that could fight, and I didn't have that. And so they ended up just putting her on 7 years probation, but then I got a lifetime of this. Well, maybe not a lifetime if I stay on this product.
So we've gone 5 years now, and I think one thing that you missed is you were also type 1 diabetic, correct?
Yes, I am. Yes. So
I remember having conversations that your insulin levels changed a little bit, right? Your use of insulin has changed.
Oh, I'm taking a third of the insulin I used to take. And the A1C is, for the doctors, they can't believe that I'm a type 1 diabetic with what it is.
No, I never got the chance to
it's usually under.
Why not?
Oh, hold on. I muted you. Hold on. You got to unmute.
Okay.
There we go.
Usually the A1C is usually right around 7 or slightly under 7. And for diabetics, they usually 7 is usually where they try to keep it, and it's usually below that. And I got so much more energy and strength. And at that time, I was also trying to go to the gym just to gain some strength, because beforehand, I still own some of the records for the strongest guy in some of the gyms in Colorado, because I was big into the weightlifting. Well, after all this happened, I was 206 pounds of solid muscle. And when the leukemia hit, I lost down to 86 pounds. I couldn't even walk on my own. I am now back up to about 155 pounds. Up until this virus started, I was working out in the gym. Like right now, I'm not. So I've lost some strength. But I couldn't hardly get any strength back at all. And then when I started taking this and it started cleaning me out, I started getting some pretty good strength back. So it made a big difference in that too. And I texted Clayton the other day and told him my allergies now, I used to have big allergies, have to take Benadryl all the time. When I was a kid, if I ever got stung by a wasp, I mean, you had them rush me to the hospital. My allergies are non-existent. And I was helping work and building a little goat pen 2 weeks ago, and I got 7 hornet stings around my ankle, and I didn't have to go to the hospital once, and didn't really do too much. I didn't really have any reaction except just slight swelling. Before, I would have had been to the hospital and probably spent a couple of days in there.